Episode 14. Where does anybody sleep? In the Four Seasons Pavilion. The only guess that I have is right here on this couch thing. I guess from a 2D perspective it could be more than a couch, I don't know. It just seems like a very long couch, with some kind of blanket draped over it. But in all these other rooms, I don't see anything that resembles a bed. Or really anything like the other essentials. No bathroom, shower. It's a beautiful place and all. It doesn't really seem like it has a kitchen or any of that stuff. Well, there's food here, of course. And obviously this is all stuff that was added in after Schwan redecorated a bit. Slowly, bit by bit. So I guess they do have the essentials. Like as far as their original village went by. They've got water, food. I'm sure they can do all of their business somewhere, even though this is like the inside of some kind of hollow chamber or something. I guess this could be a bed? Oh, I see. I never actually realized. Or rather, the first time we saw this I didn't make too much mark of it, but after seeing it a few times in every soul's chamber, this is actually Yi's, isn't it? This is the first time I've come back here in a while, or this far back here. This little chamber that every soul has to, like, hibernate inside. I should have guessed this is the one where Yi stays in, but this was supposed to be like a secret base or something, so it feels like it's the kind of place people would know about if they were trying to hunt down Yi. Though that was implied that this place was kind of known about, and they chose not to destroy it thanks to Quafu. A lot of history there that we haven't gotten the full details of. We're in the middle of chasing down Yan Lao, and it was kind of weird, but we were given a reprieve in the middle of that whole gauntlet. So I'll take it, but interesting to me that they kind of interrupt the whole chase scene there. For gameplay reasons it makes sense to give you like a checkpoint sort of thing, but Quafu has something for us. That's right. Right, we got the thing. We got the bomb from fighting the boss, so he's gonna talk about it. What do you have there? Let me see. A Thunderburst bomb? This banned Fangxi weapon hasn't been seen since the end of the war. If I reduce its size and adjust the explosion radius, it just might work. What are you mumbling about to yourself? Give me a moment, you'll understand soon. Done. There, your new arrow, the Thunderburst arrow. Okay, I thought it would just be like a different weapon, but they modify the bow. I guess that makes more sense. Arrow, Thunderbuster. Shouldn't it be Burster? Thunderbuster? Burster? Whatever. Arrows that incorporate the power of Thunderburst bombs. Upon striking an enemy, these arrows generate a series of explosive blasts, striking them down in an instant with thunderous force. And the original was Cloud Piercer S, so I guess there's like a different version of Cloud Piercer. This one penetrates all targets for hitting multiple enemies, and even reach the farthest targets. I used that a few times, the way it kind of goes all the way off screen. Didn't even get a sense of what the limit was other than hitting a wall. Also notably breaks shields and whatever because we got the upgrade. So this one just hits one enemy with the initial hit, but then generates a series of explosive blasts. How does that look? Yep, that's a series of explosive blasts. And it's actually mimicking the boss, the big soldier experimental weapon we fought. How it would leave a bunch of those things on the ground. The ones that the boss left on the ground would like travel left and right. This one just kind of stays down, so seems like it's good for a stationary enemy. Not as good for a horizontal crowd or whatever, but it'll probably have its uses, so I'm going to run with it for a while and experiment. Oh, I guess resting makes time move sometimes. Did that cause an event? No. Anyway, I wasn't done here. Now that I got this, I can probably upgrade it, right? Ah, okay, I see. So S is like special, or I thought it would be small or something. But S indicates that we upgraded it, and it applies to every arrow that we add, or every arrow that we get. And that's why I got another Dark Steel, even though... Well, when I got the second Dark Steel, I thought it would upgrade my arrow again to like M, like for medium, and then eventually a heavy. But no, the Dark Steel only upgrades each arrow once, it seems, for the S. So not S as in small, but S as in special or S rank or whatever. This one just increases the power. It's kind of a shame to get this thing and then not experiment with how much damage it does without upgrades. Because then you don't get the full effect of upgrading it, understanding how much more damage it does. But there's also something valuable about this. Oh, that's not the right arrow. I think the effect is different there too. Increasing the damage it does, without even experimenting how much damage it does with the first version, just means it creates that much more of an explosive impact the first time I use it. Or the first few times I use it. And actually, is the explosion bigger? It didn't say that it would make it bigger, but I think the effect looks like it's bigger. Explosive power, so that could mean damage and size. You playing a game? I don't think he wants to play right now, just strategizing for the next game. Right, we were in the middle of a chase scene. So I was saying that this makes sense gameplay-wise, that they kind of cut in the middle, the whole chase in the endless, whatever it's called, the boundless repository. Give you a chance to go to this checkpoint over here, and refresh. And also you've opened up all of those shortcuts in the boundless repository, so it makes it easier if you have to go do it again, but never had too much issue going through it the first time anyway. So yeah, we didn't talk to him last time, but we have news. We meet again, Sir Yi. Pardon me, but have you seen my brother? He is a fierce fellow who shares my countenance. I did encounter another similar weapon, unfortunately. Pray, what transpired? Did he perform some uncouth deed? Allow me to apologize on his behalf, should any offense have been taken. I was forced to battle him. Things escalated quickly, so I wasn't exactly merciful. Oh, very good. His folly is such that even I, his younger brother, have no remedy. Perhaps he needs a gentleman like Sir Yi to enlighten him. Oh. He's awfully chipper about it. I wasn't joking. His head has been completely pulverized. Don't hold that against me. Oh. Our structure differs from that of you Solarians. That injury is not of a deadly nature. It's not? He's alive? That's scary. Is that so? In any case, I would like to thank you for your righteous deeds. My brother may have escaped the boundless repository, but I possess other means of tracking him down. You mean he's out there? Wandering around? Without a head? That's scary. I plan to linger for a while before setting off. If Sir Yi has gin to barter with, do not hesitate to inquire. Yeah. Well, we don't have a second poison to go with this yet, so no need to buy it. In this warehouse zone, there are a few containers that are aged and fragile. You must take care when moving around. I know, Those containers contain numerous treasures that will not withstand being trampled upon. I'll be careful. Last time, I inadvertently tore up a stack of ancient books due to my excessive strength. Oh, never again. Last time? How many times have you been here? Oh, not many. I had just opened mine eye for the first time when I was last here. Right, his little stasis chamber or whatever. What do living beings call it? Matrix? No. Factory? No. Hometown? Oh, yes, my hometown. Alright, that's it. So I thought we got 3 of these maybe, or actually more than 3, even, but we only got 2 lit up. That means 3 more back in the maze. We'll head back there right after I check on over here. Yep, sure is gone. And actually, so was Gomong. Gomong was gone after we left her hanging, sitting, unable to move. I thought that just meant like maybe they removed her corpse from the arena for the sake of, I don't know, not being something gross to see every time the player comes there, implying that she died or something. But maybe that implies just like Chiyu's brother. She left? Even though she can't move with the collar on, I don't think. Maybe she was able to... Oh, that's right. The collars were removed from her little lackeys, who seemed to revere her as a mother, so they probably moved her to another place, even though they seemed unable to think of anything to do in the moment we left them. Yeah, they probably moved her. And here we go. Oh, that's right. I'm in a new area. How am I gonna do this? I guess I've just gotta be fast. How do I quit? Am I just supposed to heal through this or something? And I have to do all 3 at once. This is impossible. It might be impossible. I'm actually not sure. Did I go this way? I haven't. This was new, yeah? That's right. His little chamber or whatever. I thought he'd be in here and this would lead to the chamber, or something. So yeah, it's not just for like a checkpoint or whatever that they add in this little intermission in the whole gauntlet in the boundless repository. They actually want you to leave. At least temporarily. I'm assuming to get him off our back, somehow. You wretched urchin, why won't you yield? But not to worry, I have plenty of weapons. I will defend this repository. I shall not fall here. You ungrateful, irreverent brat. If you won't listen to reason, I'll just have to beat it into you. System activated. Total downtime, 928 years. Debugging. Debugging completed. No anomalies detected. I haven't even been outside that long. Biosignal transfer complete. Authentication complete. Access granted to the Hunyon engineering system. Connected to the sky-rending claw. The what? That sounds more dangerous than a little gun thing. Beginning sensitivity test. Claw deployment test. Claw swing test. Sky-rending claw ready. I'm not sure if that's him talking or the machine. And there's me. Yan Lao. We're fighting him. This is cool. Can we parry that? It's not red, so we can parry it. That we can't. Great. This is gonna get harder. I thought it was pretty simple from the start. That still hits me. The what? Okay, don't let him do that attack. Gotcha. I am kind of curious to see what happens if he grabs me. Maybe once? No, that's not the attack. Nah, let's just kill him. Oh, that was my chance. Oh well. Nope, it's not done. Yeah, Kwafu was the first boss that we fought and he had 2 health bars, but ever since then we haven't fought anything that had more than 1. I should have guessed though. I should use that more, especially when he's stationary. You might even have more than 2, I don't know. Nope. Hey, we can hack it. We can do that too. He's good with machines. What a cool boss fight. Kind of like the Kwafu thing, where we don't fight the actual guy, but we were fighting the guy. Although, was Kwafu controlling his guy? Whatever. Still, fighting in like a computer monitor. Pretty fun. Why? I don't want to die. He wasn't long for this world. We had the Tianhuo or whatever already. And again, Yi doesn't kill the guy, not really. A greater Tao fruit. When a Solarian dies after succumbing to Tianhuo, their body will produce a gorgeous flower. It is unclear why this happens. During the process, the experiences of the deceased, life, are converted into something like a fruit, filling it with the energy of life. Gives a large amount of skill points upon absorption, slightly increases slash and talisman damage. So it's just more skill points and only slightly more slash and talisman stuff. It's interesting that they give this to you from a boss. These fruits are something that you could have bypassed collecting since they're all optional, or at least they were so far. But they're pretty important to the lore, so having a boss die to this disease, which is apparently central to the lore, and then giving you this thing, kind of keys in any players that may have overlooked the fruits they were collecting, and I guess I kind of was doing that too, until they reminded me about the whole disease and Tianhuo by name. Anyway. His whole collection. I guess these are something private to him. At least this one seems to be related to some kind of family heirloom. So we didn't have to unlock all 5 of those things. I thought he'd be in that room. He was in here all along. He mentioned his father. You fool. These are treasures our ancestors left for us. You mustn't lose a single scrap. Seems like he was kind of parroting the things that were drilled into him. This whole idea of revering all these antiques or whatever, even above human life or Solarian life, it sounds like. Why protect this junk if no one even cares about it anymore? And now, the knowledge you possess is a treasure to all Solarians. I knew these old things were worth a fortune. Kind of interesting. I don't know exactly what his father's motives were, but seems like his father may have revered the importance of these antiques or whatever for their historical value, but he kind of twisted it into a monetary thing, which was kind of implied by how this whole entire warehouse wasn't for, well, any greater purpose. It was actually at the detriment to what could have been more housing for Solarians, is what I think he said. Everything has its purpose eventually. So maybe this room isn't as sentimental as I thought it was. Though we hardly know the guy. Seal of Yan Lao. A soul seal is the greatest symbol of power in the Council, and a key to unlock the Council code. It is a soul's proof of authority. Yan Lao soul seal, containing the character Jia, or Jia? Not sure. Signifies legacy. Yan Lao, one of the 10 souls in the council and responsible for overseeing the warehouse. Yan Lao sees himself as a wise elder and attaches great importance to etiquette and propriety. For generations, his family has guarded the hoard of treasures left behind by their ancestors. In his youth, he may have felt ambivalent about this mission, but as he grew older, he gradually recognized and venerated the teachings of his predecessors, and became committed to maintaining those traditions. Maybe column A, column B, a little bit of both. Some historical value, some monetary value, not sure. That ring in the background of his portrait or whatever, that was the thing that he was looking at in the very last thing that we saw in his memories. What is that thing? Some kind of weird ring thing. It might not be important. Just one of these many ring things that are priceless antiques, I guess. Well, we've done that now. And we also have the air dash, which lets us get further into the factory, which I think was directed to us as the next location by Ru Yi. But now that he's off our back... Oh. Can you hear me, young Master Yi? How could I miss the outrageous spectacle you've been performing all over New Kunlun? Ji Quan, spare me the fake friendliness, you lunatic. Your whole playing the hero thing is getting kind of stale. I'm surprised at how much you've been struggling. Yan Lao had already had one foot in the grave, and Go Mong was just a farmer. To think I had such high hopes for you. You weren't like this before. It makes for quite the cause of concern, to be honest. What do you want? Ah, I get it. You need to be stimulated. Centuries of peace have left you out of practice. Here's an idea. Why don't you drop by my place? Let's have an intimate duel. I've prepared gifts for you, no matter the outcome. How can I be sure this isn't a trap? I'll deactivate all the traps. Come alone. I'm not gonna let anyone spoil this rare opportunity. What's more, this is your chance to finally kill me. You're not just gonna let that slip away, are you? I've sent you my location, my dear hero. Please don't disappoint me again. Well, there we go. Our next destination. An invitation at that. And he said he'd even deactivate all the traps. Wow. What a nice guy. There's the power scaling for you. Calling Go Mong just a farmer and pointing out that this guy was just an old guy. And the very next boss we're teased about is a huge, bulking whatever. Or a huge hulking whatever. At least from his call-in, he seemed huge. He's probably actually really huge. That's a nice way to set the stage for a big boss battle. He might actually even be gameplay-wise a lot harder than these other two, or the last two bosses that I fought. The last two being Go Mong and Yan Lao. I guess it was a boss, the Chi Yu's brother, but I didn't really count him as a big boss. Well, he's off our back. I'm not sure why we were hacking these things while he was still shooting at us. And actually... Yeah, we could have skipped them, but that just meant we'd have to go back there, so... I guess it doesn't really matter. Well, that's the red one. What about the others? I know I went through, like, more than 2 rooms in the big box or whatever this thing on the left is. So I must have missed the other 2, right? They're probably in there somewhere. Why am I even doing this? What's behind the vault? This is a big warehouse, so it must be something valuable, I guess. More priceless antiques. Wait, which colors did I need? Damn, I can't go back. Oh well. That's just oops. already got that one, so that's this room done. Did I get the blue one? I don't remember. Do I even get a map here? I don't, not really. And I didn't get the blue one, somehow Did I just go immediately up from here? Or which way did I go to start with? I can't remember. I don't know which way is forward and which way is up, or whatever. Oops. Damn. When you press down and jump, it doesn't let you jump up. You have to, like, neutral. I'm going to guess this way is forward. Oops. Just wanted to see how much it did. Almost instant kill. If he stayed in it, it would have been a kill. Guess I'm just going up for now. I remember now. Right. This is the way forward this way, to the right. Which means I want to go down. And there should be one more hack place. Either here or the next room. Just gotta look out for an alcove or something, I guess. Let's explore this one thoroughly. Ah, here we go. How do I get up there? I didn't get that one already, did I? Like this? Interesting. Well, that's why I missed it. You had to do like a weird jump. I think that's it. We can leave. Damn. So what even is this thing? It's just like a big container, right? Why are there like guys in it and defenses and whatever? Is that what they're storing in it? Just guys and defenses and whatever? Notably, they removed all of the destroyable boxes. That could have only been destroyed by the gunshot. That doesn't break the shield, it seems. And this is the exit, right? And our big prize is something. A standard component. A jade stone. Key swipe jade. It costs 3. Increases key charge capacity by 1. By 1, huh? I thought the total was 5, but I guess you could increase it to 6 with this. After executing a precise parry, gain 2 key charges, and take some internal damage. One must take damage to inflict damage. That's interesting. The problem though is that, with my gameplay style, or rather my lower skill level, as it is right now, I often end up collecting a lot of key charges and not using them. So I'd be doing the same amount of parries and then cap out on my key charges, not using the talisman effectively as I should be. When I get better at using the talisman more often, I think I'll put this on and try out this whole double charge thing. Plus I'll need more nodes, or I'll have to sacrifice some space on the nodes. Hexachrome Vault Scroll. Vault Worker's Notes. The Feng... Is it Feng or Feng? It's like Feng Shui, right? So I'm gonna guess Feng. The Feng clan's clothing, goods, and other belongings, totaling 400 boxes, have been received. Please handle them promptly and store them properly. No can do. The treasury's currently full. Yan Nao's orders are absolute. Get rid of some of these other artifacts if you have to. Once that's done, strike this message from the record. This scroll contains a transcript of conversation between vault workers. So yeah, it was sort of like Yi was implying. I think he said at one point, I don't recall the exact words, but he said that Yan Nao took bribes or something to store a bunch of rich people's stuff to get rid of other things. Or rather, he was maybe saying that this entire place was just for storing people's rich stuff, or rich people's stuff, at the expense of generators that would be used for housing or something. Or maybe both or something. That the entire warehouse is a waste of space, ironically, and that it's also being used for bribes or whatever from other rich clans. Dark Steel. Oh, another one. We don't even have another arrow yet, but we'll have a free upgrade ready for when we do. And I guess this is the last one. Oh. It's the thing. It's the thing from the picture. It's actually an item. Antique vinyl record. So it's a record then. I noticed the face on this. It was the same face that we saw from the background of his portrait in the data log or whatever. A Solarian artifact that can be gifted to Xuan Xuan. This exquisitely crafted vintage record appears to be a collector's item. Real collectors would never play their collections. Let's play it, Xuan Xuan. I want to hear the music. But in the background, just taking note of the art in the background. What is this, like big vases or something? Are these artwork or like big cylinders or boxes or something? These are the clothes, I assume, of the Feng clan. Are these... what are these? Like swords or something? Weapons? And more vases of some weird shape, I guess. All very important antiques, I'm sure. I kind of want to kill one more guy or something too. Get that last skill point, but... yeah, that's what I'm going to do, actually. At the risk of dying, I'm going to head over this way in the map, back to this checkpoint, and there should be at least one guy in between. Or something. One guy for me to kill. Or at least a few guys for me to kill. That was enough. The one guy. It's probably best that I go back to the pavilion without running around with all these skill points. I don't know if you die, if you lose all the skill points or just the part of the wheel that you accumulated before getting 1 point. Any events? No events. Xuan have a priceless antique record, but first we'll talk. I saw that old grandpa on Abacus's screen. That was amazing. How old is he? Not sure. Probably old enough to be my great-grandfather. Wait, Abacus wasn't supposed to show you that. I heard you talking about a repository. It sounds like a really important place. Did you find any legendary swords or cooking utensils there? No. I only picked up some rare metals and spare resources. It was just a bunch of antiques. Their age is the only reason why they're valuable. I think being old is pretty remarkable. Makes me think of that girl living next door to us, who choked on a fishbone and passed away so young. Damn. It takes lots of effort to keep something or someone around for a long time. Speaking of. Wow, this thin stone looks so pretty. Was it thin? I thought it was kind of thick. Well, if it's a record, I guess it should be thin. Are you going to decorate the pavilion with it? This is a record. It's used to store music. It would be easier if I just let Abacus demonstrate. Whoa, it sounds like there's people inside. And this voice, it sounds really unique. Like they have an egg stuck in their mouth. What a way to describe it. I wonder what the lyrics are actually. It's probably sung by whoever's face is on the record. Maybe like an idol of days past, or whatever an idol equivalent is. I know this song.
Okay.
It's Millennium Moment, released by Feng Xian in year 2960-86 of the Turbulent Era. It's a song that had a huge influence during the Millennium of Inquiry. What is it about? A Millennium Moment? How long is that? Millennium Moment. Your chains still mattered. Millennium Moment. Your thoughts unfettered. Your thoughts unfeathered? Unfettered. Thoughts unfettered. It describes the vibrant clash of different ideas during that time. People were tired of the endless wars, so they kept thinking, trying to imagine a way out. For that reason, many films and shows were set in that beautiful era. If I remember correctly, this was also the theme of a best-selling movie. I love that movie. I definitely went to see it more than once. Grand Strategist's Day Off was actually a box office bomb on release. Okay, Yi, you're that kind of moviegoer, huh? I mean, it's just one of your movie-going tastes, I guess, but... if I had to guess, just based on Yi's character, he doesn't seem to be the type that really likes the huge blockbusters or whatever. But again, I'm maybe reading into this one line too much. Rest assured, my lord, good taste isn't defined by the masses. Did I unlock the jukebox? Well, it's a record player with one record, so I unlocked the jukebox with one song. I was wondering if I could get something that plays all the music I collected, which is none. But I mean, Xuan plays music sometimes. I was wondering if we could, I don't know, get him to play the title theme sometime. Or at least play it on a jukebox or something. Guess not. Anything else? Don't think so. Let's do the rounds. No events, but people might have something to say. Not you. You're still very cryptic and withholding. But you were watching, yeah? I was on pretty good terms with Yan though, right? Yeah, you were more adept at pleasing the elderly than I was. Good. Since he won't be needing any of it, do you think I'll be able to pick up some stuff from the repository when all this blows over? Those antique machines look so lonely under those glass covers. I've always wanted to take them apart to study. Not exactly on great terms with Yan now, it seems, if he's not that broken up about it. I'm sure you're aware that Yan now valued his collection more than his life. If angry, vengeful spirits don't bother you, be my guest. Oh, curses, don't say that. You know I hate ghosts. And what about Rui? I don't think this guy has anything to say about world events or whatever. Or does he? Why are we drinking poison? We're just drinking, I guess. Don't try to hoodwink me. I'm not like the other idiots in the village. Whenever they see something they don't understand, they just think it's the work of gods or ghosts. They'll worship whatever and however the shaman tells them to. One day I'm gonna overthrow that shaman, leave this stupid village and live like a free man. You already left. And then, once you've seen what the outside world looks like, you're just moving to a smaller cage, from a smaller cage, to a bigger one. That wasn't poison, was it? That wasn't like a free upgrade? It was. We just get it for free. He just gave us one for free. Or wait. No. Did I? Did I forget to cash in my health upgrade? I think I did. All that time ago, when I got the one poison and bought the other poison, I fed him the two poisons, but I think I forgot to actually give him the upgrade, or give myself the upgrade. You had to click on him one more time. Oops. That's right. I do have another poison to give him, don't I? Which means I do actually have to buy the other one from Chi-Yu. Let's actually do that now, after I talk to him. You know your vault thing? The places where a bunch of boxes fly around? Never mind, I guess he does have something to say about world events. Damn, I might have missed his dialogue about Gomong's sector, or the whatever. I pried a few open to take a peek, only to find some hard stones and useless metal blocks. Those were rare resources we brought over from Penglai. Though I do agree that the repository houses a lot of worthless junk. Like these clothes for nobles. What's wrong with clothes? At least they keep you warm. Well, you're not exactly wearing clothes yourself. Or at least, well, I guess he's wearing some clothes. If you had said so earlier, I would have opened up a few more boxes. Nothing more to say. We'll check in with Rui real quick. Although I guess the affectionate term is abacus. My lord, according to the data, the Hexachrom Vault lies inside Yan Lao's jurisdiction. This vault must be home to several treasured antiques and valuables. Yeah, we looted it. However, the boundless repository can be more labyrinthian than a real labyrinth. Please take care if you're looking for treasure out there. And I don't think anything else to say. No. Alright, we'll go back to Chi-Yu to buy that poison, which means we need 12,000 on us. I think we have like 400 on us or something. So that should be one advanced component. No, we only had 300. So one of these, and one of these. We could cash in more, I think, to buy another pipe file. But I'll hang on to the money. Wait. He said he was gonna move, maybe. Well, let's just go and find out. This is the way over, right? Yeah. Is this faster than running? It feels like it is. There's like a small boost of speed. But it's kind of annoying to keep doing, so I'm just gonna hold down the trigger. Okay, you're still here. Give me your last poison, the guiseng, or guisong. The roots and stems of this alpine plant resemble a person and is rich in toxic alkaloids. A single root can down a giant beast. So they're all cats, right? Yan Lao and Gomong didn't exactly look like cats, but I can imagine that they are cats, or Solarians, or whatever. The same race. I mean, obviously. Same cat, whatever. Damn. It's just that they seem to have a lot of variety, not all looking like Yi or Hong. Huafu obviously looks like a cat too, but... I was just thinking about the next boss, the little glimpse we saw of him. Looked more like a giant tiger or something, so there's more of that variety. I have some poison. A Chanma first. You actually managed to eat it. Is this one more poisonous than the others? I forget what this one was. It's pretty good. The juices make my mouth feel tingly, but it's very flavorful. Why wouldn't you eat it? Because we use this rare skin to make leather goods, we wouldn't waste it by eating it. Ooey. By not eating it, you're just wasting good food. There isn't anything that can't be chewed on, just people with weak jaws. And this one, the guisong. Have some alkaloids. Does this look like a person to you, or am I just imagining things? Imagining things. This is the root of a medicinal herb. The roots tend to resemble arms, legs, and a torso. I just saw it blink. Are you sure it's not alive? There are stories about how they can walk, but they're just folk tales. It just moved when I bit into it, I swear. I don't think he believes you. And now, don't forget to actually cash in. Well, I guess I'm getting like an explosive health upgrade. Rather than half a bar at a time, I'm getting an entire bar. In one episode. Do you have friends or family? I'm totally alone. Being a lone wolf allows me to do whatever I want. Ah, well said. I had no parents, and no one cared for me, except for the guru. She taught me how to read and how to be a good person. It was her that taught me to challenge everything before me. Must stay skeptical about anything and everything. Why have I not seen this guru? She's probably dead. Said she'd step out for a bit and never returned. Huh. And now we have 6. How big does this get? Could that have been the last poison? It was the last poison that was sold by TU. But there might just be more poisons to collect out in the world. Any dialogue that indicates that might have been the last? No. No dialogue that says, I'm done drinking poison, or something. Alright, then one last thing to do. Decide on upgrades. I can get 2. Or... no wait, this costs 3. And I need the prerequisite. I could make my key charges a maximum. The maximum. I did just mention a little while ago how I don't end up using my key charges, like I cap out on them too much without actually swinging. So yeah, let's get the last charge. And what else? We want to start on this? More internal damage from this? That could be nice. Could get more damage, but that doesn't lead into anything. This is an investment to other things, like this upgrade here, which just gives you more damage in general. So yeah, let's start on this whole thing. Or save up for this. I do like the water style quite a bit. But it feels like you can probably get more reward for these higher level enhanced full control or key blast. Well, I'll consider them later. I'll still use the water for a while. Oh, this one will go hand in hand with the key charges that I'm accumulating. Just gotta make sure I don't overcap. I'll try to use the talisman more often, especially because I have water. Alright, then there's this whole tree. Once I get this upgrade, there's like a lot related to it, and whatever this is. This could actually be enhanced water style, actually. Looking at the layout. And my jades. Right, the key swipe. We'll just stick with what we have for now. Let's make our way over to that furnace area again. Check if he actually disabled the trap for us. And by trap I mean the normal functions of the furnace. Yeah, whatever I guess that is. Why does the entire room get like heated up? What's the purpose of that? It looks like the furnace is still on to me. Yep, still on. Damn. I guess that's not what he meant by traps. Nope, this way. Now that we have air dash, we can go this way. Is there anything else to explore now that we have air dash? Oh, he wants us to go over there. Well, I don't think there's anything to explore now that we have air dash, except maybe up there. But let's go up here first. Oops, not that. Damn. Can we, like, lower this? Guess not. Got behind me again. Have some of this. Was there more? There might have been more down there. There is more down there. New guy. Have some of that. You walked into it a bit. Damn. Okay, we lowered it. Which means we can hit this checkpoint now. And actually go back to the pavilion. I was in a little bit of a rush to do that. I didn't realize how much time I was spending here. By which I mean it's time to end the episode. Should have realized based on my clock here, but didn't look at it in time. Let's take our break over by the game board. We can say that E is taking a look at it to come up with a big brain play to deal with this next soul. While he does that, now would be a good time to take a break.